And slowly open your eyes.
I feel since I was a child, my mother competes with me. And since that moment on, I have the sensation of non-deserving. And if I'm better than her in some point, it's as if I'm not part of the family anymore. Can you talk about that a little bit? The competition and the non-deserving.
You know, this is a common thing in families. You know your place. Okay, and you just have to move all of that. This is your creation. You can't be big. You can't be the greatness of who you are because you have to play small. And this is very common. So you just keep letting it go. You use that to be more, to trust in yourself, to speak your truth, to be the best of you, to say yes, to open to receive. You don't use that to keep yourself small. And you know, the family unit has lots of games, many manipulations, and they're very old. Their parents did it, the parents before did it, the parents before that did it. The gorillas were probably doing it in the trees. You know, if you see a big silverback, who's controlling everything? You know, and his son's off having sex with one of the girls where he can't see. And it's the same. It's control. And that's what you have to break. We're not repeating old patterns. And you have to remember that these patterns are not conscious. You know, mothers do that because they're trying to protect you. Mothers do that because they want you to be more feminine. Mothers do that. They have a million reasons in their heads. Realistically, they're insecure. They have another million reasons. But they can't see it. But you have to go beyond that. You have to go beyond that so you don't repeat the same patterns. And it's very common. But you have to make steps. You know, you can't stay there. Use that to be more. See that and go beyond. But not with judgment. With compassion. And always surrender to your parents. Always surrender to your parents. Because the moment you can surrender and love them unconditionally, you are free.
I'm feeling I'm learning, I'm changing. And I feel more and more united to myself. And I have examples that I can give, and the change is there. Especially when I want to do something, and first I check in. That unity. When I want to get close to the others, when I want to be okay with the others, in the facet especially, how do they help? Which the facet I'm getting closer to that unity with people?
You know, you don't look for unity with other people. You have to look for unity with you. That you can't use the facet externally. You're using it for you, and unity will be a consequence when you let go of judgment. And in this case, where you let go of that need. Because you're looking to take something. You have a need. And unity has nothing to do with need. So you just keep using the facets until you feel free. And then you just give from your heart. And that creates unity. If you're giving praise, love and gratitude from your heart, not from your head, it creates unity. I appreciate, they give thanks, and the love grows. It's a natural consequence. Okay, so the healing of yourself is going to create unity externally. You'll see when you leave.
I want to know more how to manage an enterprise from consciousness, or how to motivate people. This.
You know, empowerment comes from your empowerment. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if it's a business. It doesn't matter if it's a family. It's what's coming from within you. You know, when you feel very empowered, you push other people into their greatness. You support them. You give with them. You know, you can be the boss, but you can still give and help people. And when you start to create that union within a business, everything starts to become important. Important for you and important for them. If people feel a part of something and they're working as a unit and they're feeling appreciated and they're receiving praise and gratitude, if they feel like they're growing, that's the greatest gift you can give to your workers. You know, but when you really empower people, you start to be surrounded by empowerment. And we have to learn this. It's not about keeping people in their place. It's helping them to be the best of them. And as a consequence, it automatically comes back. But you don't do it for that. You just do it because you feel abundant. Yeah, so always push people to be the best they can be. Not from a place of exigence, no. But with a clear vision.
I feel that through the process, I feel much more empowered, as you were talking before. I want to, if you can talk deeper in the internal transformation I'm feeling. That not only internal, but I see it externally. And the only thing that comes in the unification, especially since 2 days ago, after the witnessing, a sensation of trust in that inner power. Can you talk deeper on that?
You know, the only thing to do is to keep going in. And everything transforms. You know, the system's perfect. For these people that like this system, it's perfect. If you can do it, because it's very confronting, no? It's very confronting. If you can do it, if you can unify as much as possible, speak your truth, move your stress, focus always on consciousness, you know, this will happen naturally. You start to become the actions of love. You start to live in the present moment. You start to feel the enhancement of that vibration. All the answers start to come from within. It's just a natural consequence. And it's very fast. But consciousness doesn't go like this. It goes like this. Boom. Boom. It goes in jumps. It's not like a slow process. And the quicker you embrace things and let go of things and say yes to things and surrender to things and flow, the quicker it goes. The more you push yourself through your fears, that energy starts to grow. And it becomes a force that pushes you into the actions of love. So it's a natural consequence. I don't know a way to go faster. And believe me, I'm big on fast, no? So I modified the system to the point that I can't modify it anymore. You just have to keep going in, keep going in, keep going in, keep going in. Yeah? And the consciousness level's rising. You know, everyone here in 3 months is in a space that used to take 7 months. Everything's moving much, much quicker. Because the consciousness level's rising all the time. You know, the only thing is not to listen to this. This has a million excuses. The thing is with this, it's so simple. People love complicated. You know, people look at this system and they think it's naive. You know, oh no, I need to read lots of books and I need to build my house facing here and I need to go to the Himalayas and I've got to do pujas and, you know, it's got to be much more complicated. But this is a simplified. And life is simple if you live in your heart. If you live in your head, it's complicated. And I give you an example. Everything works perfectly. All of nature functions perfectly. Animals, everything. The only complication on this planet is the humans. We go against the flow. We don't trust. We have choice. And it's become so complex. So complex. We've lost our internal connection. You know, we're like children. When you're little, your parents give you things to keep you entertained, no? But you still have a connection. Like you can play for hours in the same thing. But when people grow up, it's the same. They have all these toys and they want bigger ones and 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 bigger ones. And we take that into relationships, into telephones, into travel, cars. Everything is external and everything's immature. And this connection, it's gone. It's gone. You know, God's always arriving by FedEx. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. And that's fine. But this, we have to have this. We have to grow up. We have to create a perfect balance. And this is what we're doing here. So how do you do that? You need something simple but powerful that you can put in your modern life. And continue. And enjoy what you're doing. But the outside can't define you.
My question is, I am a very creator, and I'm seeing this very much here. And thanks to the system, my life is super abundant and super beautiful. But sometimes I don't know if I'm creating from the space of love and abundance, and from that nice space, or from the desire where nothing is enough, that different energy. Can you talk about that?
You know, firstly, you got to stop being so violent. There's a place where you just don't see how great you are. And you have to see it. And everything you do comes from that space. It doesn't matter if you want to accumulate, because you are focused here. And you do give. And you are full of love. You can't do it wrong. What I'm talking about is having this. When I talk about immaturity, I'm talking about people that have no idea that this exists. Everything is external. Is that your experience? No, you put your whole family to focus on consciousness. And this is a place that you have to stop. The only thing I can see that you do that's not loving is the way you treat yourself. So you need to stop. That's it. Once you stop that, you're going to be so free. Good. What's the time? Au revoir. Gracias.
Come visit our webpage for books, movies, and our wonderful retreat centers. Isha's simple yet powerful system is transforming lives around the world.